Hello. Oh, I hope that's not too loud. I should have unmuted when I clicked the mic on myself. Oh well. Let's go to scene. Yay. Let's increase this because I don't want to put my camera on when I'm playing a game. Which I will be playing a game today because well actually I should see what people are saying. Hi Jamie. I'm feeling really silly typing it out in the chat. Hi Jamie after I say hi Jamie. What did you get for Christmas that you guys are talking about? But I do mainly do this to talk to people. Oh, Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. I don't really play Zelda. I'm kind of a... Thankfully, I've never beaten a Zelda game. I tried to get into it because I've been quite a Nintendo fan, but I don't... Because back in the day, I was really a Nintendo fan. Got a Wii U and everything. And so I really wanted to be into Zelda, but got stuck getting into Goron Dungeon, or whatever it is, in that an Ocarina of Time. Majora's Mask is already kind of a high demand time management game that I really wanted to get into because I'm kind of into the creep factor, but it's kind of demanding to play, so couldn't get into that. Tried Wind Waker because the art style is great. I love Toon Link probably more than Real Link, but I love Toon Link, and I got about halfway through. The Triforce quest threw me off. And I had Twilight Princess, but how far did I get it? I think I might have just beaten the first dungeon. Twilight Princess is kind of, I don't know if it might be more modern-ish, but there's more world going. You can more easily get lost in it. So I was not too into that game. So I've had a hard time really getting into any of them. Ocarina of Time on 3D. Oh, it's funny because I remember Janie said that the water temple happened and she didn't know it was infamous. But because I've been quite into Space and Nintendo fans when I was younger, that the water temple, I know it's like that infamous. I'm going to get my controller wire. Hold on. Also, tell me if I sound okay. I'll get the game running up soon, but you know. And the reason why I'm getting my controller wire is because I realized what the issue was last time when I was streaming, because I noticed the footage was a bit choppy, and I realized that with my wireless headphones, I think my wireless headphones are probably all right. You can tell me if the footage is buggy or whatever when it gets to running. Well, if it's running this stream, it should be okay. It only seemed a problem as I plugged my controller in, because the issue only arose when I started playing the game. Well, actually, not plugged the controller in, connected it. That's the very problem, that I didn't plug my controller in, and the Bluetooth connection was intercepting the signal. And well, that's why it was choppy last time. Thank you. I hope I do sound good. I am kind of tempted to get out my main camera filming microphone, but I don't really want to. Oops. I'll have to uncamera real quick again because I'm gonna get up and get this cup. And probably my drawing tablet, which I'll just use as a dual monitor for the chat. I was trying to work it out earlier on my phone to see if I can get my phone. Really, I don't know why I'm adverse to using my drawing tablet as a dual monitor, because that's a valid use of it. But yeah, I was tempted to pull up chat on my phone, but I couldn't figure out if I'd have to run the stream or not. And I'm paranoid because of the intercepting signals last time. That kind of ruined it, but whatever. If it's 12 views, I'm curious. Who's concurrent viewers? Okay, only 3. Once again, I lowered the time here to be a little bit sooner than what I started last time. Around in the UK, we're nearing 3 o'clock, but I was hoping to get some of UK subscribers in, but oh well. I know you say that's so weird that happened, but like it's actually not weird. Like having tried to connect, having had Bluetooth headphones and trying to connect wireless controllers, this actually has that issue way less than my other laptop that was older. So hopefully, you know, it means the technology is getting better, I guess. But it's actually really right in line with it. Oops, I'm not on camera. But it's actually really right in line with it. So I should have known. To oh boy, 3 a.m. I've been watching kind of SpongeBob lately with Jamie. How long have I been streaming yet? 4 minutes? Okay, at around the 5 mark, I think I'll probably start playing the game. And you're lucky because I can play more than just one level for nearly 2 hours because I modded the music to be copyright free in all the tracks. So, hey, so I can play more. Really, I didn't expect to be going as long as I had last time. I just had a good time seeing what everyone was saying. So hopefully, you know, hopefully we can get that momentum rolling. Hi, Oscar. Who knows? Maybe some people who see my Phineas and Ferb tweet are gonna come into my stream and expect me to be more of a weirdo than I will probably be. Did any of you watch that Phineas and Ferb trailer? The teaser clip? Let's do something crazy. You know, it's funny, I was just thinking of pulling up well, you know what? Well, let's see, where's image? Where the heck is my stream stuff? I was gonna pull up him, and oh boy, what am I streaming at actually? I hope that didn't change my canvas size. I'm streaming at 720p because I do fear any such lag, so I'm making it lighter on my stream, and 720p shouldn't really affect a game like Crazy Taxi, because one, it's old, and two, in the PC configuration, I don't even think it has like 720p. Oh well, I might as well set up my controller now. Because really, I don't want to wait until we're 10 minutes in and Zero watching. Now you're funny. Let's do something crazy. Yeah. Oh, let me take some pictures. Well, that's gonna be weird if to people who don't know Uncle Duck. But oh well, it doesn't seem like much of the people from my who watch my YouTube channel watch this. It seems mostly like my Twitter demographic. Which I kind of hope, like, I kind of wish more people from my YouTube watch this. But oh well. You know what? Ooh, let's see. Hope this doesn't sound too bad. I don't want to mess anything up. I'm just moving my laptop onto a higher elevation. I probably won't do this streaming stuff too often, maybe just twice a month at most, because I don't know. I don't want it to intervene too much. I do feel like I should already do more of my main videos anyway, which has taken a while this year. Oh, Uncle Duck, Uncle Skunk, Uncle Skunk. No, Neota would be a bad. I don't want Neota in Uncle Duck's place. Yeah, I'm trying to go through the YouTube app and I can't even like really tell if I can pull up a live chat. I know people say to just pull up the stream, but oh well. That's technical stuff no one really cares about, and I probably should not talk about that here. So let's get this on to... Oopsie. Sorry, I don't usually have a dual monitor setup here. Extend displays, okay. Yeah, okay. It's okay. It will just only take a little bit. Yeah, this should be good enough. It should only take a little bit to stream, because I have to set up the controller and such. Yeah, either way, hopefully it doesn't deter anyone watching like after, because I'm gonna put links anyway, chapter links. I can change the screen to like, okay, maybe it won't even affect it that much because I have a mod anyway setting it up. It's not recognizing the triggers, whoopsie. Not like that should matter, really. Because I prefer to use the bumpers anyway. Okay, let's see what people are saying. Blizzard with Costa Rica, thank you. This is actually a hand-me-down for my nephews that I just wear around the home. But it is a cool logo, thank you. What if Phineas and Ferb met Uncle Duck? Well, funny you mentioned that, because I was already saying in the last video, and I think even we were just talking about this, where it's quite it's kind of like Butch's take. Sorry, I'm setting up the game here. It's quite like Butch's take on Phineas and Ferb, I think, because it's like, oh, so why isn't this widescreen? Sorry, this will be a bit finicky. Hopefully I can set it up real quick. Not wait too much longer. Okay, yeah, the first one seems to be widescreen. Okay, is it showing up all right? Okay, well, I should ask that when I'm actually running the game. Okay, yeah, it looks all right on my end. I have the audio. Okay. I have the audio lowered on the stream end because I kind of was a bad streamer last time, and I didn't test how the audio would sound when I was talking. Uncle Duck 3. Oh, wow, this one isn't called High Roller. Is that only for the Xbox version? Oh wow, it doesn't work. Is that only for my version? Butch has probably drawn Phineas and Ferb. Okay, is it working now? Can you hear it? Well, I keep having that problem where I ask and then I take it away from you. Hold on. The stream is at -30, 22. Whoops, there is no audio, I think. Okay, is there audio now? Audio. Because I'm using a different method this time, where instead of capturing display capture, I'm capturing the application audio capture. Okay, does it sound good? Tell me if you need me to lower it sometime.
Alright, let's go make some crazy money. Go ahead and pick a car and driver.
Because the music might be a bit louder in game. Let's see, hopefully it doesn't crash like last time, because I'm hoping the files that I changed to music don't crash the game, because I edited them in a different way. Oh boy. Oh ho ho boy. Oh ho 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 boy. It looks like we're having some issues. Whoopsie. Oh gosh. And I know it's the audio files because yeah, sorry. Hold on. I'm going to have to. Oh, hi, Uncle Duck. I'm going to have to like try out what it is. Pretty sure it's the music. This is like no good. Oh gosh. Uh, we can see what happens if I change this song around. I know none of you can see what I'm doing. Oh my goodness. But the only issue here is that if I do, if this does work, it just means that it can potentially crash whenever I get an actual song, whenever I get the song playing. Oh well, might as well see. Oh gosh, always something's got to go wrong, but that's okay. Because the other thing I can do is
Crazy taxi free.
you're funny. You're funny, Jamie. That's an inside joke. Let's try Small Apple.
Crazy money. Go ahead and slash. All right. Stick on the game.
I think I 100% know what it is. It's the files, how I converted them to the game. Yep, that's it. It's the files. Oh my goodness. Okay, the thing is, while I have Audacity on, I cannot. I mean, while I have OBS on, I can't do what I did last time, and can't do what I did last time and change it. You know, let's see. How do I make a playlist in VLC? Because I think the closest thing is that I'll have to make how to make playlist music. Yeah, sorry, I'm gonna have to do this a weird way where I'm gonna have to make the music play in the background separate from the game. Because I converted them to the right file type and everything, but I think the way that Audacity does it, like, works, and the way this did it didn't. The way the other application I used to completely do didn't. Oh, let's see. Oh my goodness, this is quite an issue here. OBS, how to make a playlist. Oh boy. Well, I'm learning some stuff about OBS here. At least that's a bright side. I'm so sorry though to keep you all waiting. Well, if I'm gonna have it be like this, hey, you know, let's just add every song in. Where is file? Save playlist. Oh my gosh, save playlist. I'll call it stupid playlist. Okay. Okay, we're almost there, guys. We're almost there. I am so sorry. And the worst part is I can't even really interact with whatever you are saying. Loop playlist. Oh my gosh, this is perfect. Okay. Music for stream. Audio off there. We'll get. Wait. Hold on. This is like quite.
Jump to the guns, get the king of the sidewalk. It's gonna push your way, no matter if he flies off to the crash. Streets of the city as a training track. He rides his fight like a devil in hell. He is surprised the guy in every corner. He always keeps walking on the grass. He's the king of the street. He's gonna push your way. He's the king of the street. He's gonna push your way. He's the king of the street. He's gonna push your way. He's the king of the street. He's gonna push your way. Right now with the traffic, he's the king of the sidewalk. Looking for the possible shortcut, he's gonna push your way. Going through the tunnel like a kamikaze. The streets of the city are a training track. Benefits is what really matters. Jumping over the buses. You can't just stop him. You might be following. They say I've lost his way. You can't just stop him. You might be following. Watch over night and day. Crazy right now. Crazy, crazy right now. Crazy right now.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. You can actually hear VLC? I didn't realize. I am so sorry. Because I can't hear it, actually. Is it playing alright on VLC, though? Sorry, I had no idea that VLC was coming up. Is it all right now? Can you actually hear the music? Is it like distinguishable? Because if that's the case, this is not too big of a problem, and I'll just have to change Crazy Taxi with the music I use, but you won't be able to hear it, so it should not be a problem. Yeah, okay, is it all right now? Is the music all right now? Keep in mind that I'll be talking over it while we stream. Okay, turn it down a little. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is dumb. This is stupid. I have to have stupid radical bikers in the corner. Let's get this out of here. Let's make it so small no one ever. Let's get it off that screen. Okay, is the audio all right now? Okay guys, potentially, if you're just tuning in at this point, and in terms of watching after, I had really horrible audio issues with the game. So hopefully it should be alright now and it should run. I'm gonna poo my pants though if like... I'm gonna poo my pants though if this doesn't work. And so the game is on and you can still hear the music. I'm sorry you won't be able to hear the game audio, but unless... No wait, then I couldn't hear the music and I'd be really out of it. Okay, I'm sorry about all that, anyone who's coming in, watching later. Stupid audio issues happened. Oh my gosh, if it's gonna crash again, we're gonna have a problem. No, it's lagging on the loading. Oh, it actually works. Well, you know what the funny thing is? You get to hear Crazy Biker or whatever's playing right now, and I get to hear, as of right now, Private Eye by Alkaline Trio. So I'd say we're both equally happy. Well, it turns out this stream might go on a little longer than I wanted to, because to compensate for such issues. And I just want to say, you can't hear Alkaline Trio playing right now. Like, I'm not jeopardizing anything with copyright, right? Because I'm pretty sure I muted the in-game audio for the stream. Oh man, we go to Pizza Hut? Man, pizza, like... I'm the Pizza Man better be playing right now from that one game. I put that in the playlist. Oh well, I can't let that like ruin my whole thing. I kind of let like the stream lagging bog me down last time because I was like, oh no, I wanted this to be perfect. In fact, honestly, I'll say part of this is a vengeance stream. because I did not want to let my only stream have such a laggy issue. So oh well. And is the game choppy? It's alright if it's like, if it stutters every now and then. It's just that, like, I was pretty stunned last time tuning in after the fact, and I realized, oh, whoa, it was this, you guys were seeing this? Oh, what's playing right now? Jamie probably knows. Because I know that probably, well, I shouldn't talk about that the whole stream, because that's kind of a downer. Did any of you see the... I hope I didn't scare anyone. Oh, Mega Man 2 intro level, that's cool. Oh, it was Mega Man 0 too. I love those games. Sadly, a year ago, I think I tried replaying 4, and I just couldn't get into 04. Back in the day, I did not like 04. So trying it again, I was like, oh, well, I already beat it last time. I kind of know what it's about, and it gave me trouble. Thank you, AMV, for saying so. I was really worried that I scared you people with audio. Oh no. What is going on here? Did the controller come loose? I'm not letting that slide. I don't know what's up. If I get any more issues, I'm just going to play with the PS4 controller. I'll have to finagle with all the controls. It did not become normal taxi. If your taxi just stood in the middle of a field in front of a church, that is not normal. It's not crazy, but it's not, well, actually, it's a different kind of crazy. Yeah, oh well. That happened last time I used this controller, and I don't know, I thought it was the wireless connection. I thought it was the battery actually, but we'll see. If not, I'll just use a DS4. You know, that is really funny. Axel ran out of gas. Well, maybe this time I'll play well, because I have, for me on my end, I have music I'm like rocking to. Private Eye is probably my favorite song by Alkaline Trio. Maybe Armageddon as my second. If you're into like 2000s music, or at least music in Tony Hawk. Although Private Eye is not in Tony Hawk, Armageddon is. Armageddon out of here. Yo! I'm sorry to react like that. Yo, Jack Stones, I'll be honest, like, I don't want to like seem weird, but I was like, I don't know if you tuned in last time, like after the fact, but I was like, I hope Jack Stones shows up, because he's such a nice supporter of my videos that I've been kind of severely slacking on lately. Yeah, a Crazy Taxi. It's funny you say you haven't seen this in years, because I play it somewhat frequently. It's kind of my go-to game to stream. Since you all are here, hopefully I know that, like, whoa, now that really is a Crazy Taxi to go in the wrong way. He's going like Christopher Columbus around the other side of the house. I mean, a house, I mean like globe. For like right now, because I'm playing a VLC stream of music to you, because my game files didn't work. So I'm hearing different music than you are, so I'll just say the music that I modded in the game right now is playing Prayer from Tommy Heavenly 6. I think if you know my videos, you know I like Japanese movies a ton, and well, it probably shouldn't surprise you too much that I'm kind of like a weeboo for even, you know, some Japanese music. Hold on, I'll pause it just to read. Glad you could stop by. Oh, well, thank you for even considering checking out on my stuff that you might have missed, dude. And I know it's kind of late for you. That's part of why I was like, I'm gonna stream starting at 8:30, because I know you and another guy with like a wolf avatar, like. A wolf avatar is from the UK. I know because he was reminiscing about the first time he saw Ghostwatch, which was like very insightful for me. Yellow Sun. Oh, I do have Pizza Man from that arcade game playing. Or not playing, but it's in the playlist. Essentially, this stream can be considered a part of my desire to progress on impromptu speech, because along with my videos that I've been doing where I just go through what I've seen during a month, I've been trying to improve on my impromptu speech, because every time I would make a video where I talk without a script, I'd feel like, oh man, I could talk a bit better, and I you know, always striving for improvement. So if you check out my Letterboxd Logs videos, this is, you know, kind of an extent of why I've kind of sadly haven't been as active on my scripts, even though I do have a fully written documentary segments of my next video that I'm considering doing. To do a little bit of what, like, something that interested me, one of the movies that I'm gonna talk about is, oh my gosh, it's very much on point with what's been going on lately, but you know how in the US government the president has been quite offended at Sesame Street and, you know, the Department of Education and stuff. So one of the movies that I want to talk about, that I have like a backstory written up in my script, is a movie where a movie review in a newspaper or whatever said it had the hottest lesbian scene put to celluloid, and right-wing representatives in politics were so upset that the Department of Arts or Educational Arts helped supplement some of the funding for this movie, so they took it to Congress or House of Representatives to try to get the budget cut from the funding of arts and stuff, government funding of arts and stuff. So that's something that whenever I get that done, you know, that's when, you know, you can expect to see that story because I love the history of movies almost more than the movies themselves sometimes. I'm the pizza man. I don't know if that's playing right now, but I hope it is. Yeah, the movie, you know what, I don't usually pick up this guy. Let's get him. Well, the movie, yeah, I liked the movie. It's one of the only movies I liked from one of my film classes I took. It's an indie movie, and it's a pretty good one, I think. I'll say that my next video is very closely associated with Lost Media. Or at least the script that I'm looking at, that where I have all my research done for a certain movie. If you're a fan of my scripted stuff, actually, you can look forward to, I recorded some YouTube shorts last night, and I'm gonna edit them together. Let's see. Yeah, our government's kind of a joke right now. I don't try to get too political. Not like I'm saying anything that I think most people would contest at the moment. But I don't want to like bog things down too much. But yeah, no, that's like interesting. Oh boy. You know, you're actually kind of lucky, because the music I have is like music from a actual like, what's it, like band. So they're usually just like 2 or 3 minutes. I kind of put in longer songs into the playlist, so that like I wouldn't have to hear the same song over and over. In fact, if anything, that's not like a bad strategy that I like, because I can actually inflate the playlist to have more songs than are even allowed within the code of this game. Why is that guy on? Yeah, why is that guy on the roof? And there's another guy around that same area, around the used car shop I'm going to. There's another guy around that area that is hiding behind some barrels. Let's see, no, I don't want to pick up the barrel, man. To say the music I'm hearing in my game, I'm hearing, yeah, I'm really showing my weeboo-ness. I'm hearing 1954 Love Hate by, oh, hi, Mamie. You got your ball? I don't know if you can hear her. I hope you can. Hi, baby. I'm hearing 1954 Love Hate by Acid Black Cherry, because I'm a big weeboo. Deep lore about Barrel Man. There actually is somewhat lore of the games in the manuals, like in Crazy Taxi 2, Hot D. His bio mentions how he visited Los Angeles and saw a taxi whiz by him, which gave him the inspiration for my controller breaking, apparently. Oh, whoops. I can salvage it. Yeah, I don't know what that's all about. I might actually just like plug in my DS4 controller. But yeah, so Crazy Taxi 1 and 2 are connected in terms of continuity. Ooh, let's see. I hear her. Oh yeah, you do hear her. Yeah, she's cool. I'm glad I got to show her in one of my impromptu videos because she interrupted like she does, and it's something that I kind of regret not doing in my The Grudge 2 video, because that's when I used to have a little drawer, a set of drawers next to me, and she jumped up on it, and I cut that out. I wish I had kept that in my The Grudge 2 video. Daytona. I suck at Daytona. I remember the first time I played it, I had beaten Ico, and I was a big Sega fan. And I was like, oh, I should play Daytona. And I lost and lost and lost and lost and lost some more. So, not good at Daytona. I'm taking the slow bridge, but I'm really tempted. The blue arrow always points to the right here. Should we? No guts, no glory. Wait a minute. But I never go here. I'm always too much of a baby who like poos his pants, a stupid baby, to like go this route. Because this is an exclusive Crazy Taxi 3 route. So I usually don't go. Oh man, if only I could go through walls. Well, that's what I get. Oh my gosh, I have no idea. I might as well. I'm not familiar with these under roads here. Oh my gosh, yeah, I balls that up for me. Yeah, a lot of people found me through Ring or The Grudge. I think probably mostly Ring, because I had kind of fortuitous timing there, because like a month or two later, the Sadako was put into Dead by Daylight. Baby Dookie Dum Dum, Baby Dookie Dum Dum 3. He sucks on a big binky this time, or whatever it is. If you've seen Jellystone, I love Jellystone, by the way. Duh, you know what? Janie is not lying. When she was here, I don't know, Jack, or I don't know, maybe I should say Stones, I don't know. I shouldn't be formal. Jack, have you ever been to America? It's kind of, there's not as much public transport around. So Janie and I were kind of Ubering places, and at one point, this really scared Janie when she was over here. One time, the guy got on the wrong lane, so he was like, uh-oh, and he had to drive over the dirt and grass onto a different lane, and like, that really scared Janie, because that just would not happen in London. I mean, there's probably, I mean, I'm not going to say it's street legal here, it's not, but like, I don't know, you kind of get a sense like, okay, he knows what he's doing. The roads here are kind of crazy. You kind of have to play it by ear sometimes. But yeah, that really scared Janie. Oh, you visited Illinois. That's so cool. I love Choo Choo from Jellystone. I love the Top Cat games. Now, I don't want to stay in, what's this level called? Like East Side or West Coast? I'm not gonna stay in West Coast the whole game like I had last time. And now that I have to play music this way, I guess that I can't even, you know, do it like that. I guess my reason for avoiding the rest of the game isn't like valid anyway. Yeah. You know, Jack, like, you're so chill. Like, if you have a Twitter or Blue Sky, you know, just DM me. I won't mind, like, just having your Discord and stuff. You just seem, like, chill. I know you say your was for a friend in Illinois. Well, maybe I shouldn't pry. I guess it could be, because I don't know if you're being vague, like, oh, I don't want to say family, or I don't want to say, you know, for relationship stuff. You know, so, like, I probably shouldn't pry. I guess say only as much as you're, like, comfortable with. I'm not familiar with this map. You saw me get around the West Coast pretty comfortably. I do not know this area. I know this even less than the Big Apple in oh my god, follow the green arrow. Hi, Nini. I know this even less than the Green Apple or the Big Apple in Crazy Taxi 2. Because at least that was in Crazy Taxi 2, and I know that game. I'm not that familiar with this map. I know Trixie was telling me that, like, she was watching a video about people who were going through the map design of Crazy Taxi and how unintuitive this one is. Oh gosh, it's the finale of the Crazy X or Pyramid. Let me just read what you all are saying. Oh yeah, I know you guys are thinking that the guy who drove past drove on the dirt was like, you know, oh, that's bad, but I'm like, I don't know. You know where I'm from, I see people from my uni retweet or repost this one like account that is called, look at that, that's why this is hard, because it drops down to normal if you're at like around 20. That's crazy. There's this one account called like My City like Driving or whatever. So like it's kind of like, you know, we have a problem here. Another reason, I don't know if it's like this in Illinois, but Janie was really like, and I don't blame her, she was really scared coming from Austin on the like huge bridges that are like so high. That is not like, you'll be kind of sad if like, if you're scared of heights. I don't even like going on those bridges, and there's one being like built right nearby, and I don't know, they're scary. I had a teacher once, a professor once, who said, oh, I really hate getting on, he was talking about this one chat he had with his therapist, and he was like, I really hate getting on this road, it's so scary and high up. And like his therapist was like, well then don't do it. Well, you can avoid it, right? Well then don't do it. And like my professor was like, you know, people are always talking about face your fears. Like, don't face your fears. Just, if you don't have to do it, just don't do it. What's so good about facing your fears? Oh my gosh, and if there's a lot of risk and reward in this level, because jumps like that, you can wind up in the canyon and pay for it. Like, you know, and you will not get there in time. It's not a matter of you'll get up there slow. If you land in the canyon, you will just not get there at all. Lose your customer, lose your money. This is a very demanding level. I find it more demanding than small apple or whatever. Oh, that's cute. No, maybe more than friends. That's okay. Yo, thank you for like saying so. I didn't want to pry. I just kind of like have that. Well, I mean, you know me. I'm in a long distance thing. If you're flying across the country for someone, you know, there's some possibilities there. There's more than friends. So that's why I kind of peaked my eyebrow when you said friends. But sorry if I was prying. Yo, Pizza Man's playing. That is from a game Janie actually introduced me to called Radical Bikers. And you might have heard the song Radical Biker. Oh wait, no. You might have heard the song Crazy Ride. I kind of have a theory they recorded both because they were like, oh, we might call this either. Yo, I'm glad you're open about stuff because that's kind of like one thing I was worried about here. Because if I'm feeling sad, like if I'm feeling like not that great, or if I think something here on stream, I'm just gonna say it. It's not like something it's not like something that, oh well, I'll just edit it. I'll just edit this out. Like if however I feel, I'm just gonna say it. And that's not a bad way to be, like, the glory of the shortcut. Hope my audio's alright. Once again, same as last time, using a cheap Chinese mic. Yeah, the sound effects in Radical Bikers is kind of intense. I'm kind of glad I can let you hear a clearer version of it. Thanks to the PlayStation version, because that has a bunch out. I was able to download the tracks from that. This is a demanding level, but if you're into it, if you can do the shortcuts, you can do it. Earlier I was playing, not playing, and the music on my end was playing Confrontation by Strike Anywhere. Whatever the music from Tony Hawk Underground is, the Strike Anywhere song from that game. I think it's Confrontation. I quite like 2000s musics. I've been kind of getting into Sum 41 lately. A 3D platformer where you're a car. Let me try to think, is there one? Yoshi turns into a car in Yoshi Island, doesn't he? That's not a 3D platformer. Or why the arrow totally turned around there? This is one where you kind of gotta know the map somewhat. I'm getting by fine, but you can't trust the green arrow. It will like guide you to your destruction. Oscar, you should make this is gonna be weird because like I know that like if anyone's watching from like my YouTube channel, you don't really know. Some of the people in chat are like people I talk to, so I know like their original characters in Sonas. So I was gonna suggest that Oscar should make his Sona or OC a car like Oscar. Yeah, that jump right there is about what happened when Janie got an Uber here. Oh yeah, that one Kirby game, he does become a car. Oh yeah, I knew some 41 were Canadian because I was watching. I didn't know that Avril Lavigne was Canadian until Janie told me, and then I heard there's this one recent concert where Avril did a duet of "In Too Deep." Yeah, where Avril did a rendition of "In Too Deep" with some 41. Which I think that's Jamie's favorite song. I kind of like the more hard-hitting ones. That's like a cozy party song. I always think of that one episode. Have any of you seen Malcolm in the Middle? There's an episode where Reese is on a driving lesson and his driving instructor's like, well, that's it. Looks like you'll have to come in tomorrow. And Reese is so upset. He's like, nope, I was planning to drive today. I'm gonna drive today. And so he ends up committing Grand Theft Auto. And this song, Into Deep by Sum 41 plays at the end. I'm getting a little better at glancing towards the chat and reading what you guys are saying without having to pause it. But remember, like, this isn't like anything bad, but if you see anyone like ask me a question or like respond to me, like, I like you all like chatting though, don't worry. But like, if someone asks me something, try not to like bury it, if such a thing were to happen. But like, no, I trust you guys though, don't worry. In fact, I'll I'll say this. This is not for me. I know you might think, oh, this is a cool way to chat with Aaron or Zib or whatever you want to call me. But really, this is like my way to connect with you. I'm like, I don't want to seem like too attached, but I was really like, you know, so I like Janie and Oscar and Trixie. Like, they're people I talk to quite a bit. But I'm glad that I can connect to people outside my sphere here. So that's like, you know, really appealing to me. Not to like say anyone's like worth more, like, you know, here in this stream. Like, it's just something like I like the flavor of stuff I have here. Like, this is like my way to talk to you more than it is for your way to talk to me, in my opinion, though. So like, you know, really, you guys are like the MVP of my stream. Because like, the game to me is just background noise. Like, I just like talking. Bryan Cranston, yes. Hal, Bryan Cranston. I remember my mom, she was kind of traumatized by Breaking Bad. She didn't like one scene. She didn't get past like one episode. So like, when she learned, I didn't know that Hal was Bryan Cranston. When I told her, she freaked out. She was like, no, I can't watch Breaking Bad. It might ruin my vision of Hal. Which is funny, because if anyone who's talked to me knows, my mom doesn't like any characters usually, or at least she goes on about how much she doesn't like characters. So like, she didn't like Hal because he was so goofy. She hated Barney in How I Met Your Mother, which is an interesting thing, because as a character, Barney Stinson he's wacky, he's entertaining. I like Barney Stinson. He is great to me, but he's not a great person. And this is one thing where I think that people like, oh gosh, I love How I Met Your Mother. It's quite good. I know you may know me as the horror movie guy. Before TV, I'm like the cartoon and sitcom loving guy. I don't really do American Horror Story or anything. You know, when I watch a brief like episode, I'm in it for the laughs, dudes. Well, I almost got a class awesome. That's better than I usually do in this map. Yeah, I still got the credits. Yeah, I've never watched Breaking Bad, but like I kind of... This is going to sound weird, but I hear it's like Death Note, and I love Death Note. Oh, you thought, yeah, I can understand how there are other stuff you can be like. I thought they were pop punk, because that is mostly what like their stuff is about. Oh well, no, that's mostly what Into Deep got them popularized as. Also, one thing, what else about Sum 41 and like that? It's interesting because the Into Deep music video, it starts off, it's really funny. It's kind of like, to me, I think it's like, oh, they aged, because it starts off with them with their almost punk rapish song. I forget what's it called, a Fat Lip, with their like kind of punk rock, very rebellious, almost like kind of like, you know, their really rebellious song. And then Into Deep is just like a pretty enjoyable, like not like too hard hitting. It's almost like, oh, okay, they mellowed out a bit, they learned to have fun. This is another map where you mostly ignore the green, you have to get on the blue arrow to like get past. Oh my gosh, this level is hard because they'll like, you'll be at a normal stance. You'll get to normal way early. The Sum 41 song is the Sum 41 song you love. Situation never what you want it to be. Situation never what you want it to be. I'm kind of thinking thanks for nothing, maybe Walking Disaster. It doesn't come to mind right now, those lyrics. But like that kind of like language and that verbiage makes me think of those songs. Hell Song. Yeah, Hell Song's pretty good. You know, I'll tell you, Sum 41, something that I kind of grew in value to me. Oh, whoops, controller disconnected, guys. Okay, well, that's actually killer on this map, but whatever. Because I had heard the thing is, my exposure to Sum 41 at first was, what's it called? All to Blame in Godzilla Final Wars. And then I heard them as the intro to Obscure on PS2. And I was like, oh, they're great. And then the rest of their music didn't jive with me. And then I revisited them somewhat recently. And I'm like, oh wait, no, they're actually pretty good. Oh, Burger King? No. I know I really want to go to Burger King, but that's not the stop. Less than Jake. Oh yeah, I only know less. Oh, cool thing. Oh wow, good, nice of you too, Jack and AMV, to find a song for Trixie. Yeah, if you can't tell from the last map and the fact that Crazy Taxi 2 used to be in the day, the lighting effects were something they really wanted to use in this game. And it's alright. I kind of like the speedy effects that... I'm screwed. Wow, and even worse, my controller disconnected. You know what? I might just plug in my DS4, guys. Like, this is... I thought the connection here felt like better. Yo, I'm like... That's the thing about following the blue. You can take some weird tracks if you don't know the map. I had a ET teacher who was super into Less Than Jake. Yeah, I mainly know them from I'm a Dude, She's a Dude. Let's not stay in the subway, guys. Let's like look around. Oh, like the subway, if you get on the wrong path, it seems like you're really stuck on it. You have to follow through. You know what, because you're here, Jack, and you're like the only other British person here, what's your favorite Chucklevision episode? Boy, that will be one to like sidewind people. Where the heck is this guy going? The fast food places look huge. Yeah, I wonder if they are that big. Well, that big in places like New York. Well, the signs have to be that big, I guess, to promote. You know, it's a promotion. And I guess Janie should say her favorite episode of Chucklevision. I'm going to guess it's got to be one with no slacking. My controller is so finicky. I'm going to have to get like my PS4. Oh. Oh no, sorry, my microphone. Hi, Nene, you heard that too? Yeah, you know, even though, okay, I'm not stopping this stream, but I'm going to connect a different controller right now, so, like, okay, so let's, like, I'm not ending it yet, but, I'm going to, like, connect a different controller, because even though I love my 8-bit though, it seems to be disconnecting through wired. I don't know what's up with the wire. Hopefully it's not like finicky or anything. Oh yes, the steeple episode. I should have known, yes, because that's one of the first ones you showed me, where they have to clean a steeple. Yeah, that one has a lot of weird jokes in it. Okay. I'm starting Crazy Taxi 3. Again, I'll take a quick break. I will be really quick. Told you I wouldn't be gone too long. Okay. I don't know if the VLC audio like looped back. Also, like, well, I don't know how many people will be watching this, but like, oh, no. Oh, hold on. Am I coming through still? Like, do I sound okay? Because I forgot plugging in my DS4 has a problem, because the DualShock 4 has a microphone and a headphone jack, so it's playing some of my audio through the controller. Hold on, let me just fix that. Oops, hold on. I'm just making sure. Do I sound okay since I plugged in my... Okay, thank you. I do sound fine, thank you. Grizzly Tales. Yeah, Janie showed me a few of them. My headphones. Yo, this is not like, this is... I know you may think, oh, he's having issues, but if you did not come in earlier, you don't know how big issues I had. Not the wireless controller, yeah, sorry, hold on. This is the problem with the DualShock 4. I like the controller, but come on, who actually wants to plug in headphones and stuff from the DualShock 4? Like, come on. Ooh, okay, I solved the problem. Play a little more West Coast, because that's the only one I can play competently. Plays Gus, because I think he's, you know, pretty great. But what I was gonna say is, like, I don't know, I guess the people watching are the people, like, close-ish to me. But, you know, like, Jack, if you ever want to, like, hit me up on Discord, I have the same username here I have, like, everywhere else, so, like, you know, I won't mind, dude. Like, you just seem chill. But, like, I don't want to, like, force anyone to be like, oh, I want to, like, make you feel like you should. Like, if you don't want to, like, chat or anything, like, that's alright. Yeah, Jamie's shown me a lot of British culture, so to speak, through media. That's like the best way to like learn culture, I'd say. Because I know it's like a cliche of like, oh, I studied Japanese for like 3 years, and that's because I loved video games. I really wanted to sink into the bottom of the ocean. No, I'm not taking that. I really wanted to like play games and like watch movies. Well, I wasn't too into like Japanese movies at the time, but I really wanted to play games in Japanese because they had a lot of exclusives. Oh my gosh, thank you for following me on Blue Sky. Oh no, if you followed me on Blue Sky, that means you saw my rabid tweet I made about Phineas and Ferb. Any of you see the new clip for Phineas and Ferb? Phineas and Ferb, the new trailer, looked all right. Well, the thing is that how good can it look when I contest the existence of a revival? Because in Phineas and Ferb, at the end, it's a proper conclusion. The characters go through arcs, and they're, you know, they go through arcs. Their want is concluded. So, like, why is Doofenshmirtz evil again? Why? Like, it's a revival, but the thing is like, you know, it doesn't need to be. And I mean that in that it shouldn't be, because it jeopardizes the characters. And it's funny because I was talking to someone else about it today, and I feel a bit awkward. I know I present myself as a critic because I, you know, have opinions on the internet, I guess. But so I feel a little mean when I talk directly to someone and I'm like, oh man, will I disagree with them? And I was kind of relieved when they told me, when I sent them Phineas and Ferb, and they said, oh, I don't think they should make another. Duh. Yeah, I did call Daytona Gay Bono once. Oh god, yeah, the Nickelodeon logo is iconic. I'm surprised they haven't brought the, or jingle. I'm surprised they haven't brought the logo back though. It's funny that it went from, you know, oh, it's so fun, it's so cool, slime, haha. And then it's like a pretty clinical logo now, just the words in a simple font in a white void. Kind of weird. Oh, well, I'm not going to be like one of those people who like complain about how Nick has changed. It's just something that kind of like, you know, weirds me out. Like, oh, that's their logo now? Man, so that's a little weird. Yeah, I like Phineas and Ferb a lot. Janie likes it more than I, not like, I don't want to say more than I do. That implies that I like it less, but I still like it. It's just that Janie is more adept to like the show. I kind of wandered off around season 3 or 4 and caught it like whenever I could after. And you know, because I like talking about shows more than I do games. Phineas and Ferb to me is a really interesting show because I know people like to tweet, well, Dan Povenmire shipped this around Nick and Cartoon Network. Man, I bet, man, they were so stupid to turn it down. That's like such a very Survivor bias-esque like response to the scenario, because we know Phineas and Ferb works because we live in a world where it has 4 seasons and we've seen it. Dan Povenmire, like when you're pitching a show like Phineas and Ferb to networks, what are you going to say? It's Phineas and Ferb. Okay, the main characters, what are their problems? They don't have problems actually. They make inventions. Oh, okay, so like Jimmy Neutron, something goes wrong. Oh no, their inventions usually go right. Like it's pretty peachy keen for them. It's like, well, wait, why you're pitching a show where the main characters have no conflict? And when you look at it that way, like, I understand how Nick and Cartoon Network can say no, but it's such a really like brilliant show because of that. And when you think about it, you realize, oh yeah, Candace is like kind of the protagonist, so to speak, in that she is the character guided by a want in the story more than Phineas or Ferb. Hold on, let me see what you said. I saw a Rocco special. Oh yeah, I do like that Rocco is about like in a meta sense. Like that special, I quite like that special. How things change. It's, you know, it's a pretty cool one. You know, I also like the Invader Zim Florpus special as part of that era. Man, that was cool. When like I haven't seen the Jungle movie, but that's cool. The Jungle movie properly concluding Hey Arnold, Rocco kind of like being this meta postmodernist sort of story, and Invader Zim where Jonan Vasquez kind of like, because if you follow Jonan Vasquez, he kind of resented the love for Zim, and it seemed like it. He kind of like, I think of the tweet where he's like, "Good news, Invader Zim fans, I had the best ice cream ever. Also, you're never getting another season." So he kind of, it seemed like he resented some of the fans in a way at the time. The Invader Zim special is kind of like, it's kind of like, yeah, you know, I love that I am loved. I appreciate that, and or at least that's how I see it. And you know what, Dib, I like it's such a nice turn for him, because even Dib has a like happy ending, despite how much like the show really took the piss out of him in this situation. Let's see what you say. Oh, why didn't they make a doof show? They tried. They really wanted to. In fact, in some ways, it seems like they did, considering he just crashes on the couch of Phineas and Ferb, or crashes on the couch of Milo Murphy. That's weird. I was joking earlier that like this new Phineas and Ferb is just gonna end up being Hansel and Gretel. This is just how like he continues shows he wants to continue. He's like, he pitches it as a different one. Also, like I like how active you guys are, but if I missed something you asked, or if I didn't respond, don't feel bad in asking it again. Like, you know, I want to give everyone like the attention they need, guys. In fact, let me I just want to be thorough and make sure that like I read everything here. Yo, you heard Phineas and Ferb got rejected 16 times. Yeah. And I can understand why, really. It's a very experimental show. Yeah, I do think part of it was Jonan bothered that his show got canceled abruptly. You know, although like this is it where I said earlier, if I'm feeling something, I'll just say it on stream. The way I interpreted it was, I thought Jonan was kind of bitter that everyone loved his Invader Zim show and not his other stuff. Of course, that's like, I can't say whether or not like that's it, but like I really felt that way, and this is why I don't talk about cartoons, or at least like I don't review them so much. I really felt that way when I would review something that I really like and not that many people watch it. But the cartoon community seems to really like reviews, so some people really got in. So like I'd feel a little bitter when I'd see My House Broken, or that other cartoon dog show, my reviews of those do well, where I'm like, oh, I kind of wish I could distribute that somewhere else. Oh, I finally got the guy on the roof. Let's see what you guys are up to. Oh yeah, that is a shame, Greenblatt. That Chowder got canceled. Yeah, I understand how that can like leave you bitter. Well, bitter is kind of a rude way to say it, because that implies it's unjustified. I understand how that can leave some feelings burning at the bottom of your gut, so to say. How many times do you think Uncle Duck by Butch Hartman has been rejected? You know, I think it's been approved. I think every studio he's ever showed Uncle Duck to has said, given it the go-ahead, but like Butch won't settle for like anything less than like, I don't know, maybe like $20 million budget per episode. You know, it's that artistic integrity. I don't talk about uni too much. I won't name names, but like I think one person from university I know like is trying to pitch or whatever, or maybe he just wrote the pilot of like some werewolf show, I think, which is interesting because one of the TV shows I pitched in my TV show development class was also horror based. Yeah, I can understand. I didn't even realize that Greenblatt got like screwed over, but like I that's the thing where it's like I'm glad he got an ending, but you know, it's still a shame that like it got canceled. Well, because I will say that's better than I love My Name is Earl, but it really bothers me that My Name is Earl didn't have the chance to get a conclusion. In fact, it ends very much on the opposite, on a to be continued, and it really bothers me that it didn't get to have a conclusion. In fact, kind of, because it's NBC, did My Name is Earl, and I sat through, that was like kind of my pick for a show. Sometimes I watch shows with my mom. Kind of between her pick and my pick was 30 Rock, and I did not really get into 30 Rock. In fact, it kind of made me go, wow, NBC gave this like 8 or 7 seasons and canceled My Name is Earl without a conclusion. Yeah, I'm not too into 30 Rock. Also, I meant to say earlier, some of the shorts I'm working on are for Takashi Miike movies, because I love Takashi Miike, and someone made a great suggestion to do a video on Takashi Miike May, and I was like, you know what, I don't know if I can get like full-fledged videos out for it, but I will. Well, I don't know. I am quite devoted to people who've given me support. So, like, to me, I'm like, yeah, I'll do Takashi Miike May. Aw, man. Oh gosh, I shouldn't pick up groups of people, but... fact that Harvey Beaks was made up by a team with Loon. That's cool that they didn't get that much experience. Or that the Harvey Beaks team was fairly newbie. I feel like... I don't know, I feel like it's hard to have much of any confidence under Nickelodeon because they have a history of burying their shows under SpongeBob. I know it might come off to you that like I'm like in depth in the cartoon scene somewhat, but I'm really not. I kind of just hang around like my girlfriend is, so by proxy I am, but like I'm not like too versed in cartoon stuff. Oh, Daytona music's playing? That's fun. Let's see, I started at 8:30. I don't know when I'll like quit stream. But you know, when... Let me check the time though. You know what, maybe I'll stop by 11. I know, like, I feel like Jack probably went to bed because he's in the UK. But... oh well, that's fine. If you have to go to bed, if anyone has to go to bed, like, don't worry. But yeah, I think I will stop at 11. I'll probably just play the West Coast until then, because I'm like, this is the Crazy Taxi map. Let's see. I know, have any of you seen any Takashi Miike films? Let's see. I feel like most of the people, if you're from Twitter or like around, I feel like most people haven't, like, you know. But if you have seen any Jack Benny's movies, I think you probably are like, you have seen like stuff. Yo, glad you're relaxing, Jack. Like, I don't want to like make anyone feel obligated to respond or engage. I just, like, you know, like, I'm doing this for you guys, like, you know, so like, yeah, don't worry. Because one thing I used to want to do Let's Plays, and in fact a long time ago I did record like a Let's Play of 2 games. And the thing about that is you have to be like self-propulsed, whatever you want to call it. You gotta have that, like, oh, I gotta be talking about this now. It's easier when you have other people, because then it's just a conversation, and that's the basis of this stream, that I can just talk to you guys and you can give me topics to talk about. Let's see. I haven't seen any of his films. He did the Ace Attorney movie. I love Ace Attorney. You know, people talk about how much movie adaptations have like a stigma about, oh, what did they change about this? Like the first Mario movie, it looks really crazy. Yeah, Takashi Miike did Ichi the Killer. Which, sorry, Jack, you will have to import that Blu-ray if you want to watch the uncut version, because you're in Jamie's country made it illegal. At least last I heard, you can't watch the uncut version there, so like 3 minutes of that movie are banned over there. Oh gosh. Pick up this guy. Yeah, Ace Attorney, I like Mario. The Mario movie looks weird. Not the new one, but the classic one looks weird. The Sonic movie, it's different, but I mean, they fixed his design. And what can I say about the Western Resident Evil movies? The main character of the game doesn't even show up until 4 films in, and even then, that's his only film. So video game movies have a history about like changing stuff, but Takashi Miike's Ace Attorney movie, it's like crazy accurate, like as much as a movie can be. Well, I won't say it's 1-to-1, but like the characters have all the same hair, the crazy anime hair. Like he stuck to that vision, dude. Like, you know, if you play Ace Attorney, as I like the characters like look, it's like, yeah, that's them. Arguably more closer to their intention, because over here they're localized to be Westerners, and of course they're meant to be Japanese over there. Well, I'm having a tough run here, guys. Ichi the Killer is probably the big one. Because when I said that I watched Takashi Miike in one of my film courses, a student said, "Oh, have you seen Ichi the Killer?" Oh wait, no, I didn't even say I watched Takashi Miike. I said, "Oh, I'm not into anime, but I'm big on Japanese movies." And he said, "Oh, have you seen Ichi the Killer by Takashi Miike?" Which everyone makes that mistake. But yeah, so it's kind of like one of the Japanese films if you're into that space. Oh gosh, I made a few wacky turns. The sad thing is that the time limit is 1-to-1. The delivery time limit is 1-to-1. The time limit for the rest of my playthrough. So like, if I can't deliver them, I'm screwed. Got a bootleg of Ichi the Killer. That's cool. I like it. If you watched my video on the Black Society trilogy, which is really early in Miike's filmography, I'm really fascinated by, I don't know, for the people who aren't familiar with Ichi the Killer, a Yakuza boss dies, and it's kind of like a love story, because, oh no, get him, get one of these guys, save it, bro. It's kind of like a love story about this one thug trying to find his Yakuza boss or a replacement for the feeling he felt because he loved the feeling of his Yakuza boss beating him. So it's kind of like a sadistic love story in a way. I'll play this map again. In fact, maybe I'll change it up with the crazy chariot that might surprise some people that is in the game. Let's see, what is it? Yeah, it's F1. You know what, I don't play as Gina usually. But yeah, Ichi the Killer is interesting to me because it has that I don't want it's weird because saying it is something that I'm imparting onto Ichi the Killer and onto any of his films. I talk about this in the Black Society trilogy, where a lot of the relationships in Miike's films, some of them are border on or are like homosexual relationships, but the only people who the characters who are within them never self-identify in his movies. And it's interesting to me because, as I said in my Black Society trilogy, it adds a sort of agency to those characters in a sense, or rather not the characters within the world, but the characters in a meta sense, in that, like, yeah, you know, their own lives is kind of private. We don't know, and we don't know how, you know, whether or not they identify as that. It's only other characters and us as a viewer who do so. And I've been quite interested. I talk about this in another one of my videos. I've been quite interested. I talk about this in, oh gosh, when I talk about Belford and Lupin, about how I'm more interested in some of the play between audience and film more than the actual innate content of the film itself sometimes, because the way how we, you know, even though identity is a personal choice, how people and reviewers will identify the characters from their side. It's you know, from their perspective as an outsider. You know, it's interesting because, you know, as I said, identity is a personal choice. It's something that, like, we as a viewer would make externally. And Mike really toys about that idea a bit. Not toys, but thematically in the first film in the Black Society trilogy. What's it called? Shinjuku Triad. He toys around with that where it's about biracial brothers, and one of them identifies with his Taiwanese half of his race, and the other identifies with his Japanese half of his race. And it's interesting because it kind of reveals how arbitrary race is in the grand scheme of things, but also it shows, like, well, once again, not once again, but it's very much it detaches race from its from essentialist philosophy, which ties it to genes, because these two brothers are genealogically the same, but they identify differently. So, well, once again, it's Mike embracing that personal choice within people, that, like, personal choice to identify within that film, while also denouncing the essentialist nature that some people view race as, by detaching racial identity from genealogy in that. So I quite like that about Shinjuku Triad. I guess I'm kind of a liar. I said I quite like talking to you. I do like talking to you guys, but like, I can't miss a chance to pontificate about a movie I love. Oh, you've seen Audition too. Your brother seems to have exposed you to a lot of movies. Like, you said he showed you. You said he showed you Alien Abduction, the one on TV. Timmy Turnip. Thank you. I'm glad you like hearing me talk about movies. I mean, it's what I love to do, really. Yeah, and Mike is a really interesting figure. He said some of his work, it's interesting. I think he said he's quite interested in the culture of minorities in a way, as you can tell by, like, because that the topics, you really get a full idea watching the Black Society trilogy and the Dead or Alive trilogy, because you really get, they really develop. I love when the detective in Dead or Alive is talking to the people who relate to the gangster going around town, and they say, well, we look Chinese. They say, like, oh, he's our hero. He's like us. We look Chinese. Why is the game glitching? Why can't... Oh, no, wait, I'm stupid. I really should have paid attention to the game. I thought I didn't realize I had another person. Oh well, that's dude, come on. That's cool. You have a lot of stuff to like. You have a brother to introduce you to that stuff. My mom really, well, I'll say no one in my family really shares my taste. But what's it? But oh yeah, I love the line in Dead or Alive where he's talking to the thugs who think the main gangster is their hero, and they say he's like us. He looks Chinese. We look Chinese, but we ain't. We look Japanese, but we aren't that either. Kind of nothing really. Like it's just really, you know, I talked about that in my Dead or Alive video. I just love the point that illustrates. My favorite of the Black Society trilogy was Ley Lines. If any of you guys have to like watch one, I'd say watch that. It's another one about like, I didn't say this in my video, but I said it could be called the Outsider trilogy because it's all about feeling like an outsider. It's another movie. It's a movie about racially Chinese people in Japan who had been discriminated against, and they, like as kids, and they just think, man, I want to be out of here. Love your taste in things. Oh yeah, Trixie, you also have an older brother who's like really introduces you into movies. Oh gosh, I'll get a red guy to like, you know. TV and stuff without supervision. Yeah, computer without supervision is a big thing. You know what I'll say? Do any of you have a favorite movie that focuses on a minority, such as any of the movies I listed? Well, it doesn't have to focus. It can just be about like stuff like that. I quite, you know, I'll just say I like Miike's the most, I think. Yes, I did say red guy. Ooh, did someone say me? Find him fascinating too. Oh wait. Oh wait, what do you mean, Trixie? Why you say horrible? I'm kind of like curious what you were. I can't discern to which you were referring to in that. What do I think of Satan from Anton Blast? I think it's really funny that he is just... Yo, actually, this is quite a big problem, actually. My sister's dogs got out and are barking at my window right now. I'll be back, actually, guys. I am sorry.
Streets of the city of the training track. He rides his fight like a devil in hell. He's a surprising guy. Every corner he always schemes, walking on the grass. He's the king of the street. He's gonna push you away. He's the king of the street. He's gonna push you away. He's the king of the shortcut, it's gonna push your way. Going through the journey like a kamikaze. The streets of the city are so train on track. Benefits is what really matters. Jumping over the buses. You can't stop him. You might be following him. They say I'm not this way. You can't stop him. You might be following him. Would you look night and day? Crazy right now. Crazy, crazy right now. 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 Crazy, crazy right now. Crazy right now. Crazy right now. Crazy right now. He's the king on the street. He's gonna push
You know, I am sorry for that awkwardness. If you hear anyone talking in the background, it's probably my mom upset. This is my sister's dogs got out.
He's the king of the street. He's gonna push your way. Come on.
Yeah, it's okay. Let me see what any of you guys have said.
King of the street. He's gonna push your way. Come on.
Yeah, sorry if you could hear that.
He's the king of the street.
Oh, telling you about a movie where Tom and Jerry talked and you didn't believe them? Were you going to, you didn't believe him, so you're like, I don't believe you so much, I'm just going to eat my traditional watermelon and my usual pitcher of sangria while I watch this clip. Yeah, Janie knows that my sister's dogs get out a lot. I'm in too much of a mood for that to set me back though. Like, I mean, I was in the worst mood when my game files didn't work because that could jeopardize the whole stream. But you know, I'm all right. Let's see, what time is it? Almost 11. I might just play one more level of this just to see how far I could get, just because, and also because I'm having such a good time. Hey, next time, oh well, I don't know, because my 8-bit though does isn't the best at connecting, but because my 8-bit though has X input, I was thinking of going to try Outrun 2, the PC version, because it hasn't worked with my DualShock 4, but you know, but if I have to use my DualShock 4 because it's my only secure connection, I don't know. Sounds like the name of a drama movie. Oh yeah, I was quite. I as a kid gamer, I was really interested in the Mario movie. So much so that I watched a video where it was this is my VH. I watched a playlist where it's this is my VHS rip of the Mario movie. I hope you guys don't mind. After part 4, the audio becomes distinct. So there's me watching as a kid the Mario movie in 240p VHS rip on YouTube with the audio not even properly aligned. Yeah, do any of you remember watching any movies on YouTube back that way? I remember I watched Last Action Hero. I watched Last Action Hero that way on YouTube. I thought it was quite cool as a kid. Let's see. Yeah, you know, well, it's funny you say you and your brother just accepted the Mario movie, because it's very easy to go in retrospect like, oh, well, this isn't like the game. But there wasn't much game for there to compare to back then. And like also like it wasn't, you know, of course it wasn't going to be 100% accurate. And, you know, yeah, I mean, you know, yeah, I don't blame you for just accepting it. Oh my gosh, I quite liked Cats Don't Dance whenever it aired on Cartoon Network. Cats Don't Dance is kind of special because it's my first gift to Janie. I got it in anticipation for her arrival because they don't have the Warner Archive in Britain. Man, I envy some British labels though. Third Window. I'd be in heaven if I had access to Third Window. Radiance Film is also good. I think, well, Radiance Film, I think it got a branch here. I don't know if any of you are like too into, I like some weird movies if you're, you know, so there's this sale going on by Vinegar Syndrome that I've been like thinking about getting some off of, because, you know, I've gotten I'm kind of curious about Connie is one distributor that their goal, I talk about them in one of my Letterboxd log videos. Their goal is to like expand the horizons of like Asian film, and like, or as it's known in the West. And so they release some obscure, unpopular stuff, some art house stuff, and such as Robinson's Garden. And I quite like them, but the thing is, because they delve in like art housey stuff, I can't and I'm not always fully settled on what I think of Robinson's Garden's director. I hope he gets better, but like I can't decide if I want to buy more of their stuff. Oh well, probably when it's cheaper. Oh, you'd put up YouTube on PS3. Oh, that's cool, and watch it that way. You watch so many movies and TV broken up into parts on YouTube. Yes, that's like the classic, like, yeah, I did too. Yeah, recently Janie and I actually not split into parts, but like we watched The Sandlot 2, which was just all on YouTube. For some reason, Disney Plus only had Sandlot 1 and 3. Really weird. So we watched The Sandlot 2 on YouTube. Sandlot is a series that like I quite like the first one. I'm tempted to review it, like all of it, because no one, like, it's always like weirds people out, like there's a sequel. Oh, night, Janie. I love you so much. Rest well. Thank you so much for joining. Hope I didn't ask you to stay up too late. Yeah, as you can tell from my gameplay, I'm afraid of of multiple passengers. Thank you for joining, Janie. Love you. Night night. Sandlot 2 sucked so hard. Yeah, it did. Don't overshoot it! No! There goes my run! Unless... Let's see, remember a lot of text AV shorts on YouTube. Oh, that's so cool. You had a whole bunch of a set of like cartoons like bookmarked. I bet you were really disappointed when they like when they got deleted. Yeah, it is rising soon. I hope I haven't like made you feel obligated, Jack, to stay up like too long. It's like it's 11. It's like 4 over there. Oh gosh. Well, it's almost 11. I might just call it quits after this one though, because like I feel like 11 is a good time, and I ought to like work on like editing some, but we'll see. Yeah. So what do you guys think? I'll leave this up to you. Should I play one more map? What do you want? Do you want to see me do West Coast, Glitter Oasis, or Small Apple? Actually, let's see. Can I put a poll? Can I learn how to YouTube chat? Let's see. How do I make a poll? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I know I asked you, but I'm kind of curious. Let's see if I can successfully make a poll. Okay, let's see what you guys say. You want to make a YouTube channel and upload piracy movies on it. You know, I love seeing some older, I love seeing some channels like that. And that's still today, and I'm like, hey, that looks cool. Yeah, Small Apple was not my most elegant run. It seems like you guys want me to go for that one. Well, if there are 4 concurrent viewers, it looks like there are 4 votes, so yeah, you all voted for Small Apple. Thank you for letting me test out the poll. Alright, well, hopefully this should be not too long then. A pretty small one where I hopefully don't embarrass myself too much at the end. I'm not that adept to play with that. Let's see. I like her pom-poms. Yeah, for a while YouTube really cracked down on copyrighted stuff. I remember in 2008 when they were doing their sort of evaluation of what was and wasn't alright, one of my Let's Players got like held in like that state where it's like, we're reviewing your channel, even though like he just played games. Games are totally fine on YouTube now, but like back then it was like a gray area. Well, not a gray area, but like, well, YouTube was so early. We didn't know what was like, you know, what was like fine or whatever then copyright. Your own credits. You added your own credits? I wonder, did you like replace it like you made the movie? Like, you're like, yeah, actually this was me, starring me. Sorry, I was singing a bit of the music that is on my end. Ugh. And here's the thing. I feel like a speedrunner here. I missed my shortcut. Do I readjust and try it again? Or do I cut my losses? I had several times recently on you. Aw. That is a shame to like be like, oh, I like this. Oh, what have they been up to? Oh, nothing. That is like a shame. You know, I sometimes I like go through that where I'm like, what will people? I look through some old videos and I'm like, oh, I wonder what they're up to now. Oh, that was a smooth shortcut there. Oh. You know, I don't want to be like someone to just like up and leave my channel. Like even if I haven't been doing like much scripted videos lately, I don't ever want to like, I don't know, maybe if like my time is played out, but like I feel like I've got more in me. I feel like, you know, as long as I can like get something out to entertain people, oh boy. Because I really love sharing my thoughts on movies. And well like as I said, my shorts on Miike, on 2 Miike movies I'm working on, I did it just because someone who was like a long time subscriber or whatever like suggested it, and I was like, you know what, I do ought to like do it for people. Oh gosh, the shortcut isn't worth it because it's in this corner. Oh gosh, if I get it there before 14. Oh man. Let's see. Oh yeah, I was obsessed with Smash Bros. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for supporting me. Like, and that goes for anyone. I mean, of course, I can't lie and say, well, you know, I'm glad I don't get like thousands of views. Like, of course, it would be great if more people could hear like some of the stuff that I say, but like, I appreciate who's there. So, and you know, I won't devalue that. Like, anyone who's there is like, you know, they're like the real ones. Because I do, the thing is lately, like, I don't know, it's a matter of like motivation and other stuff, because I do have ideas where I'm like, ooh boy, there's that. And you know, my one on alien abduction and stuff, that was one where I put a lot of movies, 4 movies in one video. I'm like that, because that's kind of me chasing, okay, watch time. People like longer videos, so I'm going to chase watch time, and like, you know, sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't. Oh well. But yeah, so I'm like, okay, well, if I chase watch time, maybe I should do like, you know, so a lot of the video ideas that I have like recently are like, oh, this type of movie with this many. Oh my gosh, where is this Burger King? The hardest Burger King to get to. Hey, it was normal, it wasn't bad. Fighters Megamix, is that the one where you can play as the Daytona car? Yeah, I've heard of it. I think if that's that one, that's really cool that they can just, you know, the thing is with fighting games today, it seems like it's all about, oh, we gotta get into Evo, it's gotta be this, it's gotta be that. Like, But back then, I like that you could just make a fun game. Just like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, we'll just put Pepsi Man in this Sega fighting game. Like, you know, who cares? We'll put a little, oh no, Burger King again. We'll put a little Japanese comedian into Marvel vs. Capcom 2. You know, not about Evo, not about like that stuff, just about like, just silly fun. That's what fighting games are. And that's part of what deterred me. Janie kind of reintroduced me to fighting games, and well, I wasn't really into fighting games, but Janie like got me into them with Dead or Alive. And I'm like, man, this is silly, this is like fun, these characters are so cool. You know what? I'm playing risky, but like, if I can get an S rank, wouldn't that be some end, huh? But it will take some effort. This is the last, listed as the last map, even though this is the second game for a reason. It's really hard to get around. Oh boy. Yo, I think I did it. I said I think I did it. Yo, I got an S rank. Huh. Now, yeah, I look like I play well on like... Get this, dude. I look like I play well on West Coast, but I'm really like, the other maps are really not that like, you know, I'm not used to. Once again, to anyone who's here now, I don't know when next I'll stream. Like, it probably won't be like too often. It was just a fun way to connect to anyone who might want to like talk to me. And it is fun, because I love hearing what you say. But I got to end the night on a good note. I got to get the credits for the Small Apple map. I don't usually get that. So many hours into DOA and Soul Calibur. I love 3D fighting games. I like them more than 2D fighting games. So like, you know, that's where I stand on that. You know, I'll let the credits play. But yeah, I was like, hey, and I wasn't too good at first, but I was like, oh, you know, I can get used to it, because what really discouraged me was when I got Marvel vs. Capcom 3, a little bit Smash Bros, but when I would go into the online scene to play other players, they're way great at it, and I really sucked at those games. And so it was really discouraging to me, because it made me feel like I was no good at them. But I got kind of good at Dead or Alive recently. I've been like I've played around with it, and I'm like, oh, you know, I learned how it works. You know, I don't know if I have my Dreamcast emulator on me, but that might be something for next time. Maybe Crazy Taxi 2, which is weirdly only on Dreamcast. It's really weird to me that the sequels to Crazy Taxi is such a big game. It's like a Resident Evil 4 where it's ported everywhere. But Crazy Taxi 2 and 3 are really mostly stuck on their consoles. We're kind of just lucky because Crazy Taxi 3 had a PC release, so it's easy to like play on modern times. Yeah, whoever hits first, yeah, that it seems like it, where it's all about knowing that combo and keeping it up. Yeah, it does seem. That's why the best way to play fighting games is like fight people who are on the same level as you. Like, okay, Janie was better than me at fighting games. Maybe she mashes faster or whatever, but she's used to them. She's really liked Crazy. She really liked Dead or Alive. Oh well. Yo, and that's about it for this stream. Thank you. We had a bit of a hiccup. Oh my gosh, I forgot. Uncle Duck is in the corner. Whoopsie. Say goodbye to him too. But yeah, I'm glad this stream went better than my first one, or so it seems. I might mute it earlier when the volume was really high up, but anyways, that's for later me. Any last remarks? I'm glad everyone can join. I'm really glad that like people who I like. Well, yeah, I really appreciate anyone who could join my stream. I really love talking to just all of you. We'll see how often I do this though. Maybe I'll unlearn some of this and make a bad stream again. No, it's okay. I'll be all right. But yeah, anyways, I guess I'll wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching. I'll put it on the end screen. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, it's been real fun hanging out, Jack. Yeah, it's been real fun hanging out with everyone and just hearing what you say. I know it feels like to you watching the stream, it's about what I say, but really it's about what you say, and because it gives me something to talk about. Because it really is not so much about the game. It's I just love having the game in the background and the chance to talk with you guys. It's a really test for me to test my impromptu dialogue, because I have to focus on the game and also what I'm saying, and also kind of reading what you're saying. So it's fun. So really, you may be listening to me, but for like me, you guys are like why I'm doing this. So it was fun. Thank you all for joining. Have a good time. Like, everyone, enjoy what you're doing wherever, and, have a good time. I love you all. See ya. Bye-bye.